Many people think that phobia is just fear. But is that really? To people with phobias, it's more than just fear. It is an excessive and irrational fear reaction which can even lead to clinically significant stress. Some fear heights, some fear spiders, but aren't we all scaredy cats in one way or another? Some are very common, but some are very rare that you have probably never heard of. So here are some of the weird phobias most people never even knew existed. Maybe you can even relate to some. Atelophobia. Nobody is perfect is a universal phrase and most people have accepted that. But then there are some that find it difficult to accept their flaws. There are few people in this world that look at imperfection from a different angle. This is called Atelophobia, which is the fear of being imperfect. Turophobia. This is what the fear of cheese is called. People with this phobia usually associate cheese with a traumatic memory. Some may fear one type of cheese, while others may fear all types of cheese altogether. They often have the urge to run away if they so much see even just a slice of cheese. Chirophobia. If you are afraid of hands, then you have chirophobia. This rare phobia can be a fear of one's own hands or someone else's, but it is generally brought on by traumatic experiences such as a hand injury or the onset of arthritis. This makes them afraid to even wash their hands. Alektorophobia. Alektor is a Greek word which means rooster. So from that, we can all guess that this is the fear of chickens. We all know that there are people who are just scared of animals, but these people get very uncomfortable near chickens only, as they chalk up a sense of fear or anxiety when around them. Ombrophobia. There are natural environment phobias, but this is specific to rain. People with this phobia may be more likely to have some kind of formal weather-related education or an unpleasant experience which saddles them with a greater understanding of the potential dangers associated with severe weather. Genophobia. There are people that are just afraid of people, but there are those that are only afraid of the chins of people. Genophobia is an overwhelming fear of chins. Much like chirophobia, this phobia can make normal social interactions extremely difficult and uneasy. Nomophobia. This is probably the most relatable one. This name is given to the fear of being without your mobile phones. People with this phobia experience excessive anxiety just thinking about not having their phone with them, their battery being low, or their phone being out of service. Atelophobia. This is the fear of intimacy. People suffering from this do not like being touched, or even just the thought of touching gives them anxiety. Most of the time, this fear is linked to the opposite sex. It is often linked to having experienced a sexual assault or being a victim of sexual abuse. Alliumphobia. Without spices, most foods will be bland, but there are some who do not mind that due to their fear of garlic. Yes, Alliumphobia is the fear of garlic. For those with this phobia, even garlic bread could cause a panic attack. They may be unable to breathe when around garlic or other pungent plants. Cacophobia. This may seem a little judgmental, but there are some people who are afraid of ugly people or any other objects that are perceived as being ugly. Like most phobias, this overwhelming fear is likely to have been caused by some traumatic events that the sufferer has come to associate with ugliness. In contradiction though, there are also people with a fear of beauty. To know more about that, stay tuned for part 2 of this video. Thanks for watching and I hope you liked it. Do not forget to click like and subscribe.